David Bull also believes Reform UK could be tantalisingly close to winning a surprising number of seats. Keir Starmer's Labour Party will take Britain back into the European Union via the back door, Reform UK's deputy leader has claimed. David Bull, who is standing in West Suffolk against Nick Timothy, Theresa May's former chief of staff, also suggested his party was on the verge of a significant breakthrough, with some recent polls even suggesting it was nudging ahead of the Conservative Party. During a break from campaigning, the qualified medical doctor pinpointed one election issue as paramount. He told Express, "We've been saying that this is the immigration election, because when you've had 2.5 million people come into this country in the last 2 years, there is no way we can cope. And everyone knows that, you can't see a GP, you can't get treated in hospital, you can't get a house. 50,000 illegal migrants have come into Britain since Sunak has been Prime Minister. Keir Starmer won't make any difference, and also he wants closer alignment with the European Union. And there will be an onus on us to take, we believe, 100,000 illegal migrants into this country because it will be shared out across Europe." I don't believe a word that Keir Starmer says, and essentially we are going between two monolithic parties with no drive, no vision, no backbone, and I suppose in many ways, both of them are espousing managed decline of the country. With specific attention to Sir Keir, Mr. Bull claimed the former Director of Public Prosecutions was deliberately avoiding talking about what he would do should he become Prime Minister after next week's general election. He explained, he 100% wants to return the UK to the EU via the back door. He's all over it. He said he wants closer ties with Europe. And what was the point of the referendum? We voted to leave. We haven't left, we put a border in the Irish Sea. It's just totally unacceptable. Tell me another country in Europe that would literally divide itself on the whim of the governing party. The whole thing was shambolic. And so when people say, well, Brexit hasn't worked well, I would argue we haven't actually had Brexit yet. Such concerns were being reflected on the doorstep, stressed former Brexit Party MEP Mr. Bull. He explained, we've had huge swathes of Conservative voters coming over, but we're now seeing Labour voters, Brexiteer Labour voters, those people who voted for me in the European elections in the Northwest, also coming across. We've got a few days to go, but actually I think it's all in play. I think the Labour leader is soft. Now the question then arises, can we translate votes into seats in the first past the post system, which is really difficult for us? I think it's very difficult to predict. We started the campaign and said, look, what does success look like, 1 or 2 seats? We just can't tell because we are consistently polling ahead of the Conservative Party. If we get up to 23 or 24%, we go into the territory of having 40 seats.